This is Lady Miz, and thank you for tuning in to Talk Therapy, where conversation is the cure. Today, we're going to be talking about how helping is a choice, entitlement is a problem. I want to start this episode by saying something that may make some people uncomfortable, but it needs to be said. Today, I'm going to be talking about entitlement to other people's money and how draining that could be, especially for people pleasers and helpers and caretakers and the ones who always just seem to have it all figured out. This is not a shaming conversation. This is truth conversation, because help is one thing, but entitlement is another. And confusing the two destroys relationships. Let's get into it.
This is Talk Therapy with Lady Miz, where conversation is the cure. That's how we live.
I want to talk about helping versus being expected to do so. Let's get this clear. Helping someone when you choose to, that's love. Being expected to help because someone assumes that you should, that's entitlement. No one is owed access to your wallet just because they know you. Many people listening right now are natural helpers. You give, you support, you show up. And over time, people stop asking. They start expecting. That shift is where resentment begins. If you're a people pleaser, this is going to hit you real deep. You don't want to disappoint. You don't want to say no. You don't want to even look selfish. So you help, even when it hurts. People pleasers don't get drained because they give. They get drained because they give without boundaries. And let me tell you something. I know that was me. And I'm still working on getting out of being like that because my heart wants to help. But people take advantage of your heart. And sometimes when you're no longer usable, you become disposable. So you have to be careful. You got to be careful with the way you move and how you give. And the problem is some people see your kindness as a resource, not a relationship. Seeing someone have it all together is not the same as having extra. Now let's unpack that a little bit. This part is very important. Just because someone owns a house or have their own apartment, has a nice car, dresses nice, seem to be able to go out, eat restaurants or hang out or, buy things when they want to buy things or have nice things or appear to be stable, that does not mean they have extra money for you. Having things does not equal having disposable income. Now, if they have that, is one thing, but they don't have to have it for you. People don't see the mortgage, the bills, the sacrifice, the planning, and even the stress. They see the outcome and assume access. That assumption is extremely unfair because somebody else's financial stability should not be your emergency fund. A lack of funds and literacy and poor decisions can be a major problem for some people. Now, let's be honest but compassionate. Some people don't plan. Some people don't even budget. Some people make repeated poor financial choices, and instead of changing habits, they lean on others. Someone else's discipline should not be your safety net. Helping once is grace, but helping repeatedly without accountability, now that becomes enabling. And that hurts both people on both sides, believe it or not. When some people feel entitled to your money, they stop respecting your boundaries. They guilt you when you say no. They minimize your responsibilities. When money becomes expected, love becomes conditional. That's not support. That's pressure. Listen, saying no does not make you selfish. So let's reset this narrative real quick. Saying no does not mean you don't care. You forgot where you came from. You think you're better. It means you're protecting your peace. You're honoring your relationships and your responsibility. You understand your limits. I know a lot of us struggle with this part. You are allowed to help without hurting yourself. Stop pouring from that empty cup. You are not responsible for rescuing adults, okay? You got one life jacket in there trying to pull everybody up. They're going to pull you down. You got to be careful. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being real. You are not obligated to explain your finances. I'm still working on that part. You need to tell somebody no, and here comes the explanation of why. I got all this. I got to take care of bills. I got these things I got to pay. This just came up. Why do you need to explain yourself to somebody? You have no obligation. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. All right? You are allowed to say, I can't, without even feeling guilty. Do you think that they're out there feeling guilty about what they can and can't do for you? Now, I know that might sound a little, I'm not trying to be mean, but I got to keep it real. We said conversation is the cure. Well, guess what? Sometimes curing has to come with some hard truths, and I'm going to give it to you straight like that. You can love people without funding them. If my love depends on a financial, a monetary benefit for you, honey, that ain't love. If this conversation is hitting home, if you appreciate honesty, keeping it real, and healing like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It truly helps the show grow, and it helps conversations like this reach more people, and it lets you come back for more talk therapy episodes and all of our other shows as well. All right, let me get back to it. Some people were never taught financial literacy. Some people are surviving, and some people are scared. Listen, that deserves empathy. It does. But empathy does not mean access. Compassion doesn't mean obligation. You can understand someone's struggle without taking responsibility for it. And if you anything like me, I was always the people pleaser, wanting to fix everybody's issues that's around me, caring so deeply, caring so much, having a big heart. This is not to convince anybody of who I am. I'm just telling you, I know myself and what I was doing, and I understand that right there is a good quality, but it can be a bad one when people take advantage of you and when you don't know how to set boundaries for yourself, for your own mental health clarity, so that you could protect yourself, your finances, your pocket, and your atmosphere. That balance that I'm talking about is called maturity. I'm going to leave you with this. No one is entitled to your money, not your family, your friends, or your history. Your stability is not a public resource. You are allowed to build. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say no. And if helping someone means harming yourself, then that's not help. I want you to think about that. All right, I'm going to end it right here, y'all. This is Lady Miz, and you're tuned into Talk Therapy, where conversation is the cure. If this episode spoke to you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with someone who needs to hear the truth delivered with love. Until next time, boundaries protect relationships, entitlement destroys them. Peace. Hey, it's your girl, Lady Miz, and this is from the Ground Up Productions. We're not just a show, we're a movement. Under our brand, we have The Creator's Box, Talk Therapy, and The Imperfect Marriage. Real conversations, real people, real stories that inspire, heal, and entertain. Tune in, subscribe, and be a part of the growth, because there's only one way to go from here, and that's up. Visit www.ladymiz.com to watch, listen, or contact us today if you want to get involved.
Do you want to promote your business or brand on one of our shows? From the Ground Up Productions is now accepting sponsors and advertisers. Get your message in front of a powerful audience through the Creator's Box, Talk Therapy, and The Imperfect Marriage. Let's build together and grow your reach while supporting independent media. Visit ladymiz.com and send us a message to learn how you can sponsor a show today.